This is Arielle with Anime on Location. We're here with Taliesin Jaffe. It's been a while since we last got the chance to talk to you. I think it was MatsuriCon 2011. How have you been since then?
I've been pretty good. We're working on stuff, very out in the shadows, getting things done. Yeah, in my back cave. I've got a little back cave, and getting things ready.
Well, Hellsing Ultimate now has volumes 1 through 8 dubbed out for fans to check out. How do you feel about it being done and getting back with the original cast?
It's never done. Hellsing will not die. They'll just keep making more. It's been like 12 years, and I'm just still working on Hellsing and still working on Hellsing. It's great. It's a good excuse to see a bunch of old friends over and over again and like pay them to come out and visit, which is kind of nice. I'm really having fun. I'm looking forward to the next two. We've got plans, and we'll see what they let me get away with. And yeah, it's weird. We're all getting older, and the show is not. Mostly, we're all looking at each other, going, "Oh man, you look old." Me too. Yeah. So.
No, you look great. Oh. Now, you also worked on the big fighting game Street Fighter 4. What was it like doing that and working with that cast?
It was really weird. We've done a couple fighting games for Capcom now, and they couldn't be more different than anime. They're all. It's very fast and very frantic, and a lot of screaming. You can make of that what you will. But those characters, you grow up with characters like that. I mean, like, what are the chances that you're ever actually going to play with these characters? And even the actors are like, oh my God, I'm playing Guile, wow! And everybody kind of gets really silly about it. And even like a couple of our actors got to do Wreck-It Ralph, and like that kind of blew their mind. I know, they're like, I get to play myself in a Disney cartoon, and like, and so there's that silliness. No matter like what you're doing, you can't stop thinking about like, this is Street Fighter, oh my God, but.
Yeah, that's so much fun, seriously. Now, you also mentioned you work from home for auditions. Is that just more comfortable for you?
Well, no one likes to drive in LA because it takes half an hour to get everywhere. No, and like the technology now is like, it's just easier for everyone. It's finally like at the point where I maybe go in for an audition like twice a year, but otherwise I probably have like better equipment than they do. So I've got a nice studio at home. I'm like, I can be in my pajamas, and I record so much in my pajamas. It's really practically my uniform now.
Living the life.
Living the life, coffee and pajamas.
All right, now it says in your bio that you're working on the web series Batgirl Spoiled. What is this project about?
I have no idea. No. Batgirl Spoiled is some friends of mine, and I'm not a huge Batman nut. Some really cool LA, like one of the cool things that happen in LA are we have lots of talented people who get together and just do unbelievably silly stuff because we want to. And we were really sad when they got rid of. I'm a big Stephanie Brown fan from DC, of the modern Batgirl. I thought she was a really fun character, and when they kind of retconned her out of existence for a while, and it made me very sad. And then some friends of mine, among them Sax Carr, Marisha Ray, and got together and they were like, well, we're going to do a web series with this character, and sort of use it as a commentary on DC right now and talk about female characters in comics. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And episode 2, I swear we've had some setbacks, but like episode 2 is almost done. It's really hard to get people to buckle down when everybody's working for free, but we finally done it. And hopefully, like, my favorite stuff happens in episode 3, 4, 5, and 6. I know that's so silly, but like I want to get us. We're like trying right now to plow through for the end of it, but it's a fun Batgirl fan film that's just really silly with a lot of super talented people making like a really fun story. And
that sounds awesome. I think everybody's going to be looking forward to that.
You can see episode 1 online right now. So
episode 1 is online right now.
Episode 2 will be soon.
So you worked on Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yes.
How did that project go, knowing these two iconic fighting games were going at each other?
It was a giant mess that all turned out well. No, it was weird. I didn't really know Tekken, so I had to sit down and play an awful lot of Tekken, which is really hard. It's so hard. And I was not very good at Tekken, so I actually had a friend to play Tekken for me so I could actually watch the game and figure stuff out. It was very cool, again, because it was like another first. It's like one of those things that never happens. Until so it was fun to kind of find that interplay, and like also I love just bringing that many voice actors together is always kind of amusing, and we got to have we had the silly Mega Man character, which I really enjoyed recording a terrible Mega Man, and and the and like the Pac-Man character stuff. And I have a lot of fun with that game. We got to bring out like Poison and all these really weird, obscure characters, and Hugo, and I will admit, and sneaking in like a little bit of fan service into the taunts was a lot of fun. We had I'm sure everybody knows there's a great bison little tag that we snuck in. So a lot of little sneaky stuff in there.
Now, you did touch on this a little bit, but why do you think so many voice actors move out to LA, and what's the atmosphere out there being surrounded by so much talent?
Yeah, talent. We don't call it talent. We just call it smog. Yeah, you move out to LA because it's minor leagues to major leagues, basically. That's why you move out to LA. It's like you can have a very nice life playing in the minors, and that's totally cool. Or you can like make the push and try and go a little further. And it's a whole nother set of challenges, and some people don't make it, some people do, and LA is really nice. I like living out there. I like the talent. I know that sounds so silly, but it's really cool that like you kind of get a stupid idea, and then like you make a few phone calls, and suddenly the stupid idea is actually happening. Like that happens so often when we're like, we should just like do a little video where like. I don't know. We're like all these like these weird. We're gonna do a weird musical video, and let's see who's available. I wonder if like Kevin Sorbo will come out or something. Like, dude, Kevin's down. Or like I don't know. That's a random name. I don't even know what I'm talking about there. But like, we're like just make a couple phone calls. Like, I wonder who's like down for like really weird stuff. I wonder if like Chief, like Aaron Douglas or like Yuri Lowenthal are down to like do some stupid video, and they're like, yes, we love stupid videos. So it's kind of fun to like on that level that you can really play. Like you have a whole new level to like wasting time. We waste time at a professional level. It's like.
Are there any upcoming projects you want the fans to know about at this time? Anything you can talk about?
So much stuff I want to talk about. I'm under so much NDA right now. NDA, for those of you who don't know, means you have to sign a paper, which means that the thing you recorded last week you can't talk about for 2 years. Until it comes out. I've done so much stuff in the last year that's under NDA still. What's new that I can talk about? There's a sci-fi movie, a little short sci-fi film that's making the rounds right now called The Viral Man that I'm in with Bria Grant. That's very, very cool. If you can find that, that's running around. I can't talk about that. Oh, God. There's a bunch of cool video games and a bunch of cool anime that I can't talk about. That's what I can say. So look for me. I can't talk about it, but I can let you know when it's coming out. So.
Well, that goes into our next question. Is there a way for fans to keep up with you on the internet?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter unless you're really offended by my personality, which is entirely possible. I'm extremely offensive. And there's nothing I can do about that. You can follow me on Facebook, but then you'll learn way more than you want to know. But if you're actually just are interested in my work and actually if specifically you're interested in the process and like kind of the deep theory, I have a Tumblr that's almost entirely work related that you can find at taliesinjaffe.com, or you can just find me on Tumblr, and I list a lot of articles on game dubbing theory, on script adaptation, on like whatever cool stuff I'm working on. And that's kind of where the focus of the stuff is my Tumblr. And
do you have a final message for the fans?
When in doubt, say yes. That has almost always worked. That's the best advice I have for anything. That's my words to live by. When in doubt, just say yes.
That's good stuff. That's free professional advice.
Yes.
Well, this has been Arielle and Taliesin Jaffe for Anime on Location. Stay classy, Anime Central.